I'm Chloe,
And I'm Roxy.
and we're from the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press, and today we're here with...
Hi, Chandler Levack.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So why did you choose to set the movie in the early 2000s?
That's a great question. I think because I was a high school student in the early 2000s, so I just wanted to make a movie that was kind of authentic to my high school experience, which was like the heyday of video stores when I worked at Blockbuster Video.
What inspired you to make I Like Movies?
It really was like a grant in Canada, which in Canada we have this grant which you don't have to pay back, which is like $125,000 to make your first feature. So, you know, that's like such an exciting thing. It's not a lot of money, but you can do it, and like really great movies have been made for like under that. And so I just started to think of like, what's a story that I could tell for that amount of money that feels like fun and urgent to me. And I guess I just started thinking about my last year of high school when I worked at Blockbuster and I don't know, everything about what I went through over that last year.
How is the process of directing short films and music videos different than directing a full-length film?
That's such a great question. You know, I think it's like with a music video or a short film, you know, at the most maybe you're going to have a 2 or 3 day shoot, right? But with a feature, it's like be 20 days. It can be like 45 days sometimes. So it's like the endurance of it. But it's also like a really fun challenge to like tell a story like more deeply, right? Because you can see a person change over time, and you can tell that story with like every creative element, like the cinematography, the music, the editing, the costuming, you know? And I guess for me, like the pleasure in movies is like seeing someone change and learn lessons and grow as a character and be challenged by things. So I just wanted to like, yeah, I guess pay justice to like the journey of the character and work really collaboratively with everyone to kind of tell that story.
What advice would you give to future filmmakers?
I think you just got to do it. Like you don't need any money to make a great movie. Like you just need your friends and your phone and like maybe somebody who can set up a shot for you, and there's probably like amazingly talented people in your class right now who want to be in your movie. Maybe you have like an incredibly funny, charismatic friend that you're like, this person's the funniest person in my class and I just got to put them on screen, and we're gonna like write like a 2-page scene of something that happened like at lunch that day, or like the weirdest thing your parents ever told you, and get your parents to be in the movie, and just like write something that feels like honest, that maybe even you're a little bit scared to admit, because that's the kind of stuff that's going to connect with people, stuff that makes you is urgent and like personal to you.
What would you like people to take away from this film?
I guess I don't know. I feel like that's personal to whoever's watching it, right? Like I don't think it's my job as a filmmaker necessarily to be like, this is the message that you're supposed to have when you walk away from it. If you don't like the movie, that's cool too. I mean, if you really like it, that's great. But yeah, hopefully it just makes you a little bit kinder to your high school self.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you guys.
Have a good